What's up YouTube, it's Zapdos TCG here and welcome back to our TCG battle video on my channel. Today we have Hydrapple EX upon the menu. It got a huge buff with the addition of Meganium from Mega Evolution as well as the Forest of Vitality. This list got 4th place in an online tournament with a lot of players by Josh Gravender. So very cool to see a Hydrapple doing well in an online event. This is the exact 60 that we're going to be playing with. So as you see, Meganium, make sure that every grass energy is double, which means the Myriad Leaf Shower off something like a Teal Mask Ogerpon is also very dangerous, and you can heal some damage with the Hydrapple EX. Very great against stuff like, for example, Dragapult and Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Talking about Marnie's Grimmsnarl, you hit that for weakness as well as Charizard EX, and there's Iris's Fighting Spirit in here because you want to collect puzzle pieces. You don't have to discard everything with research or shuffle with something like an Iona or Lily. You want to collect a lot of combo pieces because of Force of Vitality, allowing you to evolve instantly. So if you guys are excited for Hydrapple to shine today, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. It takes 1 tiny second every time, and I will be forever grateful if you would take the time to do so. Let's dive into the rank ladder already with this monstrosity of a Hydrapple deck, and let's figure out if we can win some games. As always, go check out the sponsors. They make the daily content possible in the channel here. DragonShield.com for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes. Use that coupon ZAPDOS5 and get 5% off your order. PokemonStore.com for your TCG Live code card needs. 5% off using the coupon ZAPDOSTCG, and CardsMarket.com for European players, where you're able to buy as well as sell cards to people all across Europe. You can use that referral name ZapDosTCG to help support the channel. Okay, we always say tails never fails. We lost the coin flip, but I don't actually mind because that means we can actually use supporters instantly. And on the very first turn, we cannot use Forest of Vitality. So yeah, it's better to just set up a bunch of low HP Pokemon. But the opponent allows us to go first. Gives us a huge bonus because as soon as the second turn goes, we can go use Force of Vitality, which we have in hand, and start attacking with Hydrapple. Okay, let's figure out what we're up against. It looks like we're going to be up against Dragapult. That's actually an okay matchup because we can heal damage with our good friend Hydrapple EX. And if we can get enough energies into play, we can one-shot everything we want. Let's go. Leading off with this. And we can even go first. So we're probably going to be item locked, so be careful with that. We're going to go bug catching sets. Going to get Chikorita. Going to get... Do we need more grass energies? We already have 2 of them. The more the merrier, I suppose. Yeah, let's go. Slap down the Chikorita. Go for the bug catching set. Getting ourselves... Ooh, this is actually pretty great. Teal Mask Ogerpon, Hydrapple. I don't know if they're going to go for an Iono turn 1. I hope not. That would be very good if they don't go for an Iono here. Start with a Teal Dance activation right here. And even a Buddy Buddy Puffin. Let's go. I'll take myself another Applin. I don't know if I need another Chikorita. How many Hydrapples do we have? 2 remaining. I could evolve all of them, I would say. I know they have low hit points, so it's probably better for us to evolve 2 Diplins. 1 Diplin in hand. Low HP Pokemon on the field for now. This is a slow game. Yeah, let's get them. Let's get them while they're fresh. The apples are here. We're gonna be attaching an energy over there. And let's end the turn. So the problem is that they have a low amount of hit points, but if I can slap down Forest of Vitality, I can evolve everything I currently have in hand. And that's the reason why I think this deck deserves some respect. Most of the time, these, even Pidgeot. It's been a while since I've seen Dragapult with Pidgeot EX. I would hate to get Ionoed currently. Yeah, I would really hate it. There's a Crispin. Woof. This is a very interesting build. We're gonna get item lock, but I don't mind anymore. I will be able to go for Diplin, Hydrapple, Bayleaf, Iris's Fighting Spirit, get everything I want. They're retreating their Dreepy. They're gonna probably still attach the energy that they have in hand, to a Dreepy on the bench, and it's gonna be an item lock on our little fella, and I don't even mind. I will be able to heal off all that damage instantly with the help of a Hydrapple. Ultra Ball completely cancelled out, so it's gonna have to be Bayleaf. First of all, Forest! Bring us to the forest. Alright, we have entered the forest here. Bayleaf, Diplin. Let's go, going even all the way into Hydrapple. I could draw more cards, but I'm actually just gonna make sure that this guy has enough energies, and they're also a little bit safer on that guy. Okay, next up, I'll go for the Iris's Fighting Spirit. I probably will draw into some more energies here. Yeah, and Meganium is in the house as well. Let's go. Put an air balloon on the fella. Go for more draw power. Look at that. All these energies getting into play. Fantastic. Bayleaf again. I don't need any of these. I could get more energies, but this is already slapping 270 damage. Boom. Sayonara, Badu. It was nice knowing you. So now that the items have been re-established, which is one more energy, and we can knock out Pidgeot. Yeah, so this is our second turn, might I add. Turn 2, and this is our board state. I know we have a low HP apples on the field. I would love to get them into Diplins. They're slowly evolving into Dracloak, so that's good news. Unless they have Neo Upper Energy, then it's not that great news, but we'll see. It most likely will something have like a Lily's Determination here. Second Dragloak into Lily's Determination can get them definitely somewhere where they need to be. I'm gonna Prime Catch. I don't know if I want to Prime Catch Pidgeot EX if it ever comes to town. Probably. Could also go after the Dracloak with only one energy, forcing them to find Hilda if they're even playing that. Probably because they're maybe not, because they're playing Pidgeot EX. That's maybe their way to find that new upper energy Turo. The Pidgey. And they're gonna give us a Dreepy. Okay, they're gonna try and protect the Pidgey. I don't even mind about the Pidgey, to be honest. I could Prime Catch the Pidgey, but getting rid of the draw power seems way more reasonable. Alright, we can Ultra Ball, get rid of that, get rid of that. Teal Dance, oh, Luminous. Going after the one with... Yeah, I don't even need these Bayleaves anymore. Teal Dance. Bug Catching Set, that's fantastic. So, Bug Catching Set gets us Diplin. This as well. Let's go. Time for Diplin. Go for an Ultra Ball. I no longer need Forest of Vitality, I would say. Gonna get myself. Hydrapple could potentially get stuck at the active though. We do have Prime Catcher, so does it matter? Probably not. Gonna evolve it while I can. I don't even know if they're gonna counter catcher this guy. We could potentially get trapped. At least they have a lot of hit points. Maybe I should just leave it where it's at. They have double Dracloak though. Nah, if they have counter catcher, this guy could get trapped. But with Prime Catcher, it cannot. But maybe they don't even draw into what they need. I'm gonna... Also will lose energies here. I'm just gonna save. I'm just gonna attack. I don't mind. I don't mind Dragapult EX coming to town. They can still knock out our... Meganium. Could have Prime Catch. Yeah, I could have Prime Catcher retreated with Meganium. Knocked out Dracloak. But then maybe they would have trapped Hydrapple with an Iono. I don't like that at all. I would love... Oh, there's a rare candy. Yeah. I'm gonna save my Prime Catcher to knock out Pidgeot EX. If I have the opportunity to do so. They will need to counter catcher Meganium, but I can instantly establish it once more. And I can get more energies into play because of the ability of Hydrapple EX. I have myself a Bayleaf. I only got rid of one. This is a very interesting lineup where it's actually playing a 3-3-2 line of the Meganium line. So they have Quick Search. Are they gonna go for that Iono? I still have Prime Catch, which I find to be very good. Definitely knocking out something like Pidgeot EX if they cannot find Counter Catcher. In their situation, they need Dragapult EX. Maybe that Lily's Determination is the better option here. An Iono? Nah, Prime Catch is gone. At least it's not a boss's orders. We have Meganium instantly back. I know Bayleaf's at the bottom of the deck, so Chikorita should be somewhere near as well. I can also Prime Catch the Fez. Yeah. Pidgeot and Fez on board. They are gonna attack with Dragapult EX. They're gonna spread some damage. Our little Applet will get knocked out if they want to go for that. If they find Counter Catcher, our Meganium is knocked out, and that is way too crazy. They can knock out Meganium as well as Applet all in the same turn. I know I can then use But catching set, another Teal Mask Ogerpon. Draw some more cards with Teal Dances. Force of Vitality is still around, so that's at least a good thing. Their Turo is gone. I wonder what they're gonna do. They need to just counter Catcher Meganium here. I feel like that is their play, while knocking out Applin and spreading some damage on one Pokemon that... maybe some damage on the Teal Mask Ogerpon as well. Stretcher. Fire Energy. Okay. Now, let's figure out what you have. Do you have that counter Catcher? 24 cards remaining in deck, 6 prize cards remaining, so that's 30 cards. That's still half of the deck that they don't have access to. If they're playing like 2 counter Catcher, it's still reasonable. 1 is in the prizes, 1 on the bottom of the deck. They've already used all of that quick search shenanigans. Phantom Diving. What is the best plan? Hawlucha Phantom Dive counter Catcher is also a nice way to get rid of like a ton of energies. There's a Phantom Dive on the Hydrapple. Ooh, that's not good. They can spread damage. Most likely I will see my Applin see the discard pile, but I don't mind that, to be honest. Yeah. Goodbye, Applin. I can heal the damage from the Teal Mask Ogerpon with the ability of Hydrapple. But having so many energies in play feels a little bit tricky though. 0 energies into the discard pile. Meganium is necessary. I could just go bug catching sets. This one, I guess. Okay, let's focus on this. Get more grass energies. Drawing more cards is always a great idea. Teal Dance. It's an Applin, not exactly what I want. I could let this guy see the discard pile with Phantom Dive. I could also heal it with the Ripening Charge. Nah. If everything goes away, it's bad. So I have to make it as hard as possible. So they need to like get out Hawlucha as well. Find counter catch, but they have quick surge and all that. They probably have that. So the better plan is to be ready by going Ripening Charge onto this. They're not gonna leave these fellas alone. It's fine. Here we go. 450 damage. Boom. And we still have Prime Catch. So you see how powerful Meganium actually is. I have the Retrieval in hand, so even if my Teal Mask Ogerpon goes down, I can get all the energies back in play with Superior Energy Retrieval. This hand is nice, but I could get Ionoed. Okay, here's the Hawlucha already, so it would have not mattered here. It would have not mattered. It was the perfect play. I have to go after Meganium to make sure I can not one-shot another Dragapult EX. I know this one can get knocked out, but that's what you're gonna do against a field like that. The power of Grass Pokemon definitely got a huge buff with the Force of Vitality. I know it's a little bit of a nerfed version of Forest of Giant Plants. Remember that stadium? Let me know in the comments if you remember that. That was actually a stadium that eventually got banned because it was just too broken. Now they nerfed it down a little bit, but it still feels very, very strong. And this archetype was able to get 4th place out of, I want to see here, how many players? 183 players, piloted by Josh Gravender. And that's actually super cool to see archetypes like that doing well. I'm gonna check out real quick what they were up against, because that's always nice to see. They were able to win against Grimmsnarls, which makes sense. Able to win against Dragapult, win against Charizard as well, so it's just making sense that a Grass-type Pokemon could do well in a format like this. Okay, the Wellspring Ogerpon. They could stop Meganium, but we have Prime Catch, so I am prepared for something like this. It's very interesting to see a Wellspring in a Dragapult list, but this is Dragapult with Pidgeot EX. What's gonna happen now? More energies. They have everything, like the Phazandipity, the Pidgeot, so they need to like Iono us to 2 cards while knocking out Meganium. I don't even know if knocking out Meganium here would help, because with more energies in play, we can do a lot of miracle stuff. Okay, energy onto Wellspring Ogerpon. Counter Catcher Air Balloon. Okay. They're going for the Arven play. That's peculiar. They're gonna trap Meganium. Sure. Meganium can also attack if it has 2 energies. Currently we have 7 energies in play. And this 60 is only playing 9 energies. Still ball something while they wait. There's Turo. Okay, they have Palpat. So it's a little bit of a straight Dragapult Pidgeot deck. Counter catcher. Who is it gonna be? Okay, they're going after the Teal Mask Ogerpon. They're gonna try and sub that, which is a bad thing, because Teal Mask Ogerpon, their energies have been doubled. What is this? Sub? What? What is this? KO? I am confused. All the energies are doubled. Meganium brings true force to the deck. So, yeah, the opponent forgot about Meganium for a second. Tried to, like, trap this guy for some particular reason. But yeah, very strong that we can see the power of Hydrapple. Oh, how was that? 450 damage output. And very easy to pull off as well. Even, like, underneath, I was, like, item locked, but it didn't matter in the slightest. So that's always a cool thing to see. Time for another battle with Hydrapple EX. Hydrapple is one of those Pokemon that can heal 30 while using the ability. And with Meganium in play, you're going to be able to double your energies. So typically you say, oh, I have 8 energies. Nah, you actually have way more than that. I will go first. Try to establish the same situation that we had in the first game. Try to get Applin. Maybe some Teal Mask Ogerpons could come into play. Lots of Buddy Buddy Puffins. Get that Chikorita with Air Balloon. That's actually a very great idea. And then use the Iris's Fighting Spirit. I could use Lieutenant Surge's Bargaining or Bargain. That's actually in a situation where the opponent says like, oh, do I give him a prize? Yes, no, and boom, out of nowhere. Grookey. Okay, Grookey. I'm a little bit scared of an archetype like that. Buddy Buddy Puffin, getting ourselves more of these. I can also attack with like 1 prize Pokemon with Meganium, I suppose, so it's not the end of the world. I don't want to slap more of these down. I could get item locked for all I know. But yeah, I will use Iris's Fighting Spirit, I suppose. Yeah, whip on that. Air Balloon here. I don't know if they're playing Tool Scrapper. It would be very annoying, but I'll just slap it down regardless. I could retreat Chikorita, but I could also wait and see what we draw. So we go Iris's Fighting Spirit, get all of our grass type Pokemon and go from there. I don't want to get item locked. Grookey in the active position is not the scariest thing ever. I need to find my Bayleaf and Meganiums. Seaking. Oh yeah, it's that Seaking that can attack twice, right? So also draws cards. So with Rapid Draw, with Brave Bangle or Maximum Belt, having this Teal Mask Ogerpon in play feels a little bit bad. I've seen this archetype perform before, believe it or not. Nest Ball. I could go with an army of Meganium if I want to. Festival leads are definitely annoying. I have ways to win the Stadium War though. Could go for Lieutenant Surge's Bargaining, take a prize. Okay, we have Diplin already. Let's go for the Iris's Fighting Spirit. Draw 6. Let's go. Force of Vitality. I don't know if I should go for that. It seems nice to already have Hydrapple in play just in case they go for an Iono. I don't think they're gonna have Gust. They're probably playing... I don't think they're gonna have Gust. They're also still trapped with their Grookey in the active position. Could have retreated to Hydrapple. Nice stretch. I will have a high HP Pokemon, 330, so the Seakings are not going to be doing too much. Definitely if I'm able to have some healing capabilities. Liz Determination again. So they will need Festival Lead, another way to switch, Festival Lead Stadium. I want to win the Stadium War, so I did not slap down Force of Vitality quite yet. There's another Goldeen in play, a Grookey in play. All the Grookeys in play, sure. And a Jet Energy. Ooh. No Festival Lead. Oh, they have a Vitality ban. Sure. That's just unfair. How do... Vitality Band, like what are the odds? Maybe I should have retreated. Okay, time for you to remove yourself from the situation. Bug catching sets, grass Diplin. Yeah, the grass Diplin combo. I probably will draw into an energy. So Diplin party, get that Hydrapple already in play. Time for a ripening charge on this guy. And then I could slap down our Chikorita, I don't mind. Go for the big old Professor's Research, could eye on them, but we need a lot of cards here. Let's go. Grass Energy Power. I need Bayleaf. Bayleaf it or not. Okay, more grass energies. Bug catching sets. We have the Bayleaf. We have more energies. This is perfect. It's time. Evolve. Evolve instantly. Like, that's how powerful it goes. And now I can also get an energy on this, which is going to be great if I want to attack with it. They could still go after it if they want to. But they're not. 210 damage. Goodbye, Seaking. I'm going to leave my energies here. I still have Prime Catch as well, so I could leave my Hydrapple in the back. Try to win the Stadium War. Go with that. So again, we have established quite a strong board position. I know they have 2 prize Pokemon in play. There's going to be an army of Twackies appearing. And with Twackies, they can get any card they want. Boom Boom Groove into another Twacky, into another Twacky, into another Twacky. And then every single turn, they can get 4 cards they want from the deck. Insane. And they can also instantly evolve them, which is... Not that it matters, because they were in play the last turn. This is the Boom Boom Groove loop. Yeah, with Counter Catcher, they can currently not use Counter Catcher, but they will at one point use something like Black Belt, Maximum Belt, and that turns it into 90 additional damage with 60 base damage. Is a lot of damage. I'm not gonna lie. That is 150. Still not enough to take down a Hydrapple, but yeah, here are the cards. Black Belt, Counter Catcher, all the cards they could have played, but they didn't. Yeah, we do get damage as well with the spiky energy. We could also go around it. If we attack it, they can still go Black Belt. Yeah, we have too much HP. Whatever. At one point, we can also Prime Catcher Goldeen or something, making it hard for them to just establish that there's 2 Seaking in their discard pile. Festival Grounds. Doesn't matter if I... Yeah, these fellas are annoying. Getting any 3 cards from the deck feels way too good. 60. Festival lead, 60 again. Boom. Yeah, we have a lot of 2 prizes on the field, so that is very scary. Definitely if I attack again now. Can also heal 60. Yeah. They're definitely gonna Counter Catcher. 100%. Yeah, let's just focus on ripening this damage. 30. I don't know if they're gonna go for karate shenanigans here. Could retreat. Could also attack with this guy. They did burn 1 Counter Catcher, but they will have access to like all of the Counter Catchers. And another Black Belt, most likely as well. 9 cards in the hand. It's kind of scary. I still have Super Rods. I think I'll just try to survive all this nonsense. Yeah. And go for an Iono. Yeah, the reason why I'm going with this is that I'm gonna get 80 damage, right? Super Rod is here, that's perfect. Winning the Stadium War is also good. And now let's go attack. 330. I know I'm gonna get 2 damage counters. So we're gonna be at 8 damage counters, which means we have 250. So even with maximum belt combos, we could still survive. They would need like maximum belt and black belt. It's a lot of things to ask for. I know they can get like 3 cards, but then they also need to establish another Goldeen. There's 3 Seaking in their discard pile and a Night Stretcher as well. I wonder how this will change. 3 energies on the Hydrapples might seem like a lot, but after this Hydrapple, I'm gonna give them another Hydrapple to go through. And then at least they need to go through a lot of Pokemon here. They have to 2-shot the other Hydrapple there. I have to Super Rod my energies. Keeping Meganium alive is also pretty good. Yeah, but these Twackies getting everything, that is definitely quite exhausting. There's the Stretcher, there's the Seaking. I wonder how many black belts they're actually playing here. I know they draw a lot of cards with the rapid draw, but we Iono them to a low hand size. Lower hand size, I would say. I've already taken 2 prize cards. And I've burned through all of my Iono. So at one point they will have their entire deck in their hand. I need to win the Stadium War as well. So Sacred Ash gets all these Seakings back flowing in the deck. Buddy Poffin. Another Goldeen, yeah. They have to bump the stadium as well. Still 5 prize cards remaining, so I don't know how many stadiums they could have potentially prized, how many they are playing. Boom Boom Groove. It's insane. It's like having 3 quick searches being thrown at you in this game. Potentially more, like these Twackies. What are they doing? Brave Bengal, Counter Catcher, Teal Mask Ogerpon? Is that what they're going for? Oh, Black Belt, the entire combo here. Made possible. Yo. That is the Brave Bengal Karate Belt. You don't see that every day, that's for sure. Okay. Sure. Not the end of the world. I know I have bug catching set, so technically we don't need to do a lot of damage, so energy. Bug catching set could draw ourselves more cards. I wonder if it's necessary though. Can they keep this up with black belts and all that? I wonder. Yeah, definitely going after this guy. We need to like bug catching set, get this entire stuff resorted. I could technically go for a Teal Dance. See if I can find a supporter at least. There's a Boss's Orders. But this is scary. Yeah, this is real scary. I'm gonna go for the attack. Just attacking the Seaking. Can they keep that up? How many things do they have access to? They have to 2-shot this, which is great. Then maybe we can give them another one. Bayleaf, that's great. Can at least evolve this low HP Chikorita. Couldn't get rid of the Festival Grounds. Can they go with another Black Belt and another Brave Bengal? Only one Brave Bengal in their discard pile. Seaking returns. This Seaking deck is hilarious. I don't even know if we can win. I have a low HP Teal Mask Ogerpon on the field. I'm also all out of Ionos. I don't know if they're playing Turo or anything. Technically I could trap a Twacky and just chillax a bit, but it's also not going to be happening. At one point I could also deck out if I never Iono them again. Can you, at least they need to attack, they cannot use Counter Catcher, right? Maybe they have Boss. Yeah, they have the Boss, insane. Going for a low HP Chikorita. Unfortunately, this is also a Jet Energy, by the way. Palpating the karate bells. Karate belts. And boss returning to the scene. That means they can karate belt with Brave Bangle. That's doing a lot of damage. Yeah, my Teal Mask Ogerpon could be the end of me. This Seaking deck is way better than I expected. Yeah, at this point, I need to attack with Meganium. Sure, I can get all these energies instantly going into hand. Energy of the turn there. Do I need to do anything else? Teal Dance. I'm afraid my Teal Mask Ogerpon will actually get punished here. We have Fez, but it's not going to be useful. Yeah, this is actually very scary. I have a 1-prizer in the active, no other 1-prizers on board, so they cannot boss and go for Karate Belt in the same turn. Definitely when they're equal in price trade. So it's gonna be quite tricky. Also not able... Do they have boss? Do they have it? Boss with Brave Bangle? Or they want to go for the 2-shot here, right? Maximum Belt. Oh, dang, forgot about that. I knew that my Teal Mask Ogerpon would be the end of me. So, yeah, we got slaughtered by a cool-looking Seaking deck, believe it or not. But this is also a 1-price archetype, and we have only... yeah, we can only use 2-price Pokemon. I guess we can attack with Meganium from time to time. Heal up Hydrapple, so they have to go for the 2-shot. But this was very, very crazy. I also had, with all those Twackies, I helped them... At one point, you can evolve your Twackies instantly, so even if I would have gone after these Twackies, it would have not turned out okay. But this is super cool to see. I have faced off against that deck before, though. Definitely not a meta deck. You don't have to worry about the fact, oh, I'm going to lose against a Seaking deck, because the Seaking deck does crumble still against any deck out there using stuff like Frostlass, Monkey Dory Action. You can, like, Iono, trap one of these Twackies in the active position and go for crazy Screamtail plays with if you're playing Gardevoir. So, but it's very cool to see on the rank ladder regardless. Okay, time for another battle with Hydrapple, and hopefully we will see a meta deck and not a wacky Seaking deck. Even though the Seaking deck really got the better of us, unfortunately. We had a great setup, but yeah, they were able to take the first prize card with that wacky Vitality Band, which is insane. If that didn't happen, maybe we would have a better chance. But yeah, Maximum Belt with the copy pasting of Seaking attacking twice. And I've seen it pop up a little bit on the rank ladder, so I wonder what's happening there. Why everyone's playing that Seaking deck. Okay, leading off with a Teal Mask. Having access to Chikorita, having access to Force of Vitality. This is great. Charizard, that's an auto win. Another one of those battles. So polarized games here on the rank ladder. We're able to win against Dragapult quite convincingly with 450 damage. Lost against a Seaking deck, but this is going to be quite easy to deal with. Although we have a Teal Mask Ogerpon, which by itself is actually being weak. There's an Iono. I don't know if Iono's the better shot here. Probably not. I think Iris is better. Force of Vitality could slap it down instantly. I don't know if they have turn 1 Artisan or something. Gonna go for Bug Catching Set. Meganium. Could have waited with the Bug Catching Set in hindsight. I'm just gonna take them. I could still go for an Iono regardless. If I don't have exactly what I need. Could also start leading off and attacking with Teal Mask Ogerpon. Yeah. Lead off with this and see what we draw. For all we know, we Earthen Vessel ourselves into Yeah, into a Bayleaf. They could also, I don't know, I suppose, Energy to Charmander. Could knock that out if you find... I don't even know if they have access to other Pokemon here. I don't know. Dang, maybe we should have slapped down Force of Vitality, but some of these lists are playing Artisan and they bump it instantly, which is very bad. Okay, we have Bayleaf. Believe it or not, we can donk them. We had everything. But yeah, we're just gonna attack. We're just not gonna do anything. We had like Force of Vitality, Bayleaf, Lily's Determination. Could have gotten an entire setup. Maybe even gotten Applin, Diplin, Hydrapple instantly. If you are able to establish a Hydrapple, there's nothing they can do. Unless they are playing Dusclopses. But then there's a world where you just go after the Dusclopses and at one point they need to attack. Not even Chi-Yu can deal with Hydrapple EX because it has just that monstrosity of a hit points. 330. Maybe yeah, maximum belt Chi-Yu in a world. That is a scary thing to see. Can we face off against another Zard? So Hydrapple, great times against Zard, against Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Those are the matchups you want to see. You hit weakness against them. You have healing capabilities of Hydrapple. Sometimes they do go clutch one of your other Pokemon, but we have Grass Energies, and every energy counts twice, which means every Pokemon in your deck can attack, including Fez, including Mew. So don't worry about getting trapped by Sop, Sudowoodo, or whatever. Let's try this again. And I think Bug Catching Set is one of the strongest cards for an archetype like this because you're looking for combo pieces. Okay, starting with a bunch of apples. And Ultra Ball and Bug Catching Set. It all comes down to which archetype I'm up against. If I'm getting item blocked, this is scary. Potentially. What to do? Slap down another Applin. Seems not too bad of an idea. But I do want my Bug Catching Set to be successful. Pikachu. Yo, Terra boxing it up. Fan Rotom could take this down because it'll be Joltik. At least they're not item locking, so I don't have to be afraid of being item locked at this point. I'm actually gonna get rid of one of the Diplins, and the reason for that is that I want to have a maximum chance to find some of the Teal Mask, which are gonna be really useful. 4 of them. Bug Catching Sets, Teal Mask Ogerpon, and Bayleaf. I don't know if I need Bayleaf currently. Teal Mask Ogerpon. Teal Dancing. This is getting us somewhere. Yeah. Could already attach here so I can start swinging. I could. Huh. Yeah, I have to. Because at one point I will be able to attack, right? So the plan of action is to Teal Dance, Ultra Ball, Mew EX, draw some cards, go like that. I know Pikachu is quite troublesome. But it needs to two-shot us, right? It's Arven, Nazball, Air Balloon. Okay, we're up against Joltik Box. The cool news about Joltik Box is that they cannot deal with Diplins. That's great. I could take a Pride. I don't know if I want to attack with Teal Mask Ogerpon. In hindsight, I need to evolve everything because Ampy very much is a threat. Yeah, there's the Amp already. So I need to evolve everything. I have Diplin. I wonder which Pokemon are going to charge up here. Fez on board as well. So maybe knocking out the Joltik is a bad idea. Could knock it out with Diplin. By basic Pokemon. This actually is an interesting attack, by the way. But they probably have Gust. They most likely have Gust. It's gonna have to be Teal Dance. The funny fact is that I could knock this guy out with our Ogerpon. If I draw a little bit decent. Hydrapple. These are all cards we don't want to see. Ugh. Ultra Ball. Get rid of these. Yeah, we're gonna have to go for the Mew. I'll evolve this guy. Slap down the Mew and hope for the best. Okay, there's an Iono. That's perfect. Since I have all of this in play, I could still get another Teal Dance into play. I need to maybe find Prime Catcher. That would be ideal. Prime Catcher up the Iron Hands. That would be beautiful. I could also still attack with Diplin. Then that forces them to find Gust, which they most likely will have. Nothing was on the bottom from any of the Teal Masks. Of the... yeah, I'll have to go with this. Of the cards that I want. Force of Vitality. Prime Catcher, any of those. Bug Catching sets is not going to be doing it. It's not going to be doing it. I'm just going to Evolve. Attach Retreat is an option, but I'm just going to hope they don't have any Gust. Yeah, that is the game plan. The coded attack. Funny fact is that prevent all the damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's basics, so they are forced to balls. I did Iono them. For all I know, they're all holding onto a lot of energy. Maybe their Prime Catcher is prized, so... Coded! I'm coded with the Diplin. I know they can, like, amp this guy. Energy onto the Pika. Crispin, let's go! We did it! Diplin has an attack, believe it or not. Diplin has an attack, protecting herself against all of this shenanigans. I know they're setting up their Pikachu, but that's alright. If I can find balls, that would be great. Jolting Charge some more. I have the Hydrapple. Hydrapple with 330 HP. Yeah. I want boss's orders right about now. Energy. And this. So at this point we are 100% neutralizing their MP very much. That no longer is going to be a thing. This over here. This over here. I'm going to attach here. Yeah. Get the air balloon on here. And then Mew EX will draw myself. Boss's orders. Order research. Sure. Prime Catcher is coming. It is not. Okay, I could draw some more, try to find Prime Catcher. Is that an option? It is. Yeah, it's the only. If I find Prime Catcher, that would be insane. Come on! Bug Catching set. More energies? No. The boss was there though. So close to the boss. Yeah, it's gonna have to be 270. Respectable number. And they still can go 2-2-2, but if they attack with Pikachu, they lose all their energies. They can still Crispin onto Miraidon. I know I can use Superior Energy Retrieval. They have 330 HP. They have to like boss, Mew EX, lose all their energies. To leave all the energies on the Iron Hands, by the way. Don't need to go after that one. They can also Crispin onto Pikachu right now, but then they also need Prime Catcher. Otherwise, they're just attacking a Hydrapple. If they attack for 300, they can still take 3 prize cards, but that was also irrelevant. Huh. Interesting. In our defense, there's 3 2-prize Pokemon on the field, and we need to go after these ASAP. Get rid of Joltik is also nice, because that means Galvantula is also not a threat. Yeah, here's the boss's orders. Come on. Yeah, at one point with the XP share on the Miraidon, that could also become a threat, and the Blood Moon as well. So maybe I have to gust up Miraidon EX first. Yeah, I don't have... Do I have energies in my discard pile? No, I do not. But they're gonna boss, so they're gonna at least knock off some energies. Most likely these 3 energies. Another Pikachu being set up. Oh, Arven. It's time for Prime Catch, I suppose. No, Pokegear and Bravery Charm. Okay. I am confused. I know they can like... Gonna promote this Pikachu? What? What is their game plan? I know I can research all these resources. I can also ask my opponent if we can both draw a prize card, but that's crazy. Lily's Determination, shuffling all these. We do have Super Rod. And they also are not able to one-shot this. I guess I have to go all in and try to find Prime Catcher. Yeehaw! Okay, that is not a Prime Catcher. Only 7 cards remaining. I have a lot of Gust capabilities now, but still. This is not the way we want. Also, no Latias in play, which I found very hilarious. 7 cards. I have an energy. Oh, the Prime Catcher surprise. Okay, that makes a ton of sense. Sure. I can still Iono though. 270. The Resolute Heart. What now? Another... Their Prime Catch? I don't know. They could have Prime Catch earlier, but they want energies in play for some specific reason. I am very curious to see why they promoted this Pikachu. Now they're gonna go for Prime Catcher while they set up... Oh, Kieran. Okay. Well, now that makes sense. I'm just gonna have to Iono. That is an insane amount of tech. Kieran. What? Topaz Bolt. Yeah, that's silly. That is silly. So, yeah, that is an insane twist of events. Huh. If I Prime Catcher this, then the Miraidon will attack us. If they can even find enough energies. They might whiff energies. At this point, this guy doesn't matter any longer. Oh, here is the boss. I wonder if they can do that again. Please show me. Boss's orders. This guy. Slap this down. And knock you out. Get out of here. I need Prime Catchers and bosses, please. Prime Catcher Iono next turn would be insane. Yeah, Prime Catcher and Super Rod. Great cards to find. What now? We are at 3 prizes. So, what could happen for them? Think about it. They only have Iron Hands. I don't even have any 1-prize Pokemon on board. Teal Mask Ogerpon can also deal with Iron Hands. Very strange twist of events where we got Kieran. But at least we had the explanation why they promoted the other Pikachu. Trying to promote some of these guys. They're probably going to be fetching ourselves the... Nah. Maybe slapping the... Just attacking with Iron Hands. I guess at that point we can... Prime Catch... I can also knock this guy out without wasting my Prime Catcher. What are they going to do? Arm Press? Oh, they're going to Prime Catcher? Phasantipity. Attack that one. That doesn't matter. We have Super Rod. They're gonna try and trap it and then pass or something. Or not. And an Iono. Ooh, my Prime Catcher, my Super Rod. Yeah, we have research though. Research into Super Rod. This seems pretty. Yeah, it's cool. I draw all my cards. Ow. So, I didn't want to draw a Super Rod, but sure. Super Rod, energy. It's the only thing I need, but I need to have some cards in my deck as well so I don't deck out. Yeah. Imagine 6 cards in deck. We research. Yeah, we need all of these 3. Yeah. Research time. It's time. They could just boss this again, but there's an energy remaining in deck. Okay, it's time. We can safely prime catch. We are slapping enough damage, right, to knock this one out. Maybe that's a very great idea. 270 with the Hydrapple. Boom. Let's go. Iris is Fighting Spirit. I know I have 1 energy remaining in deck. That's all I need to take care of the situation. I didn't find balls. They could still promote Pikachu EX. But I have 2 turns. Draw, attack, and draw again. Hey, what? Faz is back? They're playing too fast. I am just being screwed by random situations. Oh, they have Gravity Mountain as well. What kind of wacky deck is this? Lavincia, Kieran. There's Crispins in there, sure. Crispin onto who? That's no Gust, at least. Onto this Pikachu. I know I can just... Yeah, there's Arm Press, but that's game. That is game. Insane situation. I'm not gonna lie. I was so confused by all these whack stuff that the opponents are playing that... Yeah, props to the opponents for testing out a lot of new stuff, but it seems like every single time I'm trying to create a video, people are playing the weirdest things. So yeah, almost got destroyed by Joltik Box playing Kieran, but this has been the Hydrapple video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out in many ways to support the channel. And also go check out the sponsors. They make the content possible on the channel. We have them here, dragonshield.com for your sleeves, banners, and deck boxes. Use the coupon ZABLOS5 for 5% off. There's PotownStore.com for your TCG Live code card needs, 5% off as well. And cardmarket.com for European players, where you're able to buy as well as sell cards to people all across Europe. Use our referral name, ZABLOSTCG, to help support the channel. Yes, I will see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon TCG epicness. If you're going to Milwaukee Regionals, I wish you the best of luck. Or maybe the Regionals over in Brazil, or maybe even their local League Cup or League Challenges. Good luck, and I will see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon epicness. Peace.